Hello, Muse members. Victoria here, and this is your 20-minute evening slow flow stretch sequence. This flow is designed for you to take at the end of a day to give yourself some time to deeply stretch and come back to yourself and let go of whatever the day has brought. If you'd like, you can have 2 blocks nearby. A blanket might be nice, or a bolster if you have one, but you never need anything. You can always modify any postures or sequences to what you have available to you. To get started, we're going to begin lying down all the way on our backs. So go ahead and extend your legs long. Let your body come all the way down. And we'll bring one hand to our heart, one hand to the belly. Maybe this is the first quiet moment you've gotten all day. So give yourself a few breaths just to settle in. Try to let go of whatever came before this and whatever is awaiting ahead tomorrow, and just let yourself be right here, right now. Keeping one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, we'll move into a 2-part breath. So can you inhale and just feel the chest rise, that hand underneath the palm lifts. Inhale again and feel the belly rise. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale palm. Inhale belly. Exhale fully. Again, chest, belly, full exhale. Final time, inhale, chest, belly, exhale. And either continuing that breath on your own or just sealing off the lips and cultivating an intentional breath in and out of the nose. Releasing the hands from the body. Taking a deep breath in. Letting it go. When you're ready, on an inhale, send the arms above the head. Give yourself a full body stretch as you exhale. Stay for one more inhale. And on the exhale, take your right hand and grab your left wrist. Pull yourself over towards the top right corner of the mat. Maybe the toes walk over towards that right side edge. And for a little extra, maybe that left ankle crosses on top of that right. Finding a nice banana shape here, all the way stretching from the tip of that pinky finger to the tip of the pinky toe. Stay for one more breath in. Exhale as you come back to the center, and you'll switch the grip. So finding those feet over towards the left side edge, upper body towards the top left edge, pulling that hand all the way over. Maybe that right ankle crosses on top of the left. Finding that nice banana shape, breathing into the side body. As you try to let the day go, let it be what it was. Final inhale. Arriving back to the center on the exhale, uncrossing the legs. Inhale, give yourself that full body stretch, arms above the head, toes all the way opposite direction. As you exhale, pull both knees into the chest, rock and roll side to side. And then cross the ankles and start to rock yourself up into a seat. Coming into that easy seat Sukhasana, right into some body rolls. Bring your chest forward, around, and back. 3 in each direction. Getting into the hips. Noticing that you have accomplished another day. You can let it all go. Final inhale, pause at the center. Exhale, send yourself in the opposite direction. Big circles all the way around. Final deep one, breathe in. Finding that nice tall seated spine. Exhale, inhale, arms reach to the sky. On the exhale, plant the hands in front of the shins, roll over the ankles as we get ready for some cat-cows. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale as the belly drops all the way down, gaze goes up. Exhale as you tuck the chin, round through the spine, separate the shoulders. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, chin tuck, spine rounds. 3 more. Maybe you'd like to flip the palms back so that their fingers face the body. Stretch through the forearms. Or maybe you just like to send the fingers east and west. You've got 2 more wherever you are, moving your breath to your movement. Inhale, finding a dropped belly and a lifted gaze. And an exhale to tuck the chin and round the spine. Inhale, we'll find that nice neutral flat back. On the exhale, shift the weight to that right hand. Inhale, left arm peels open, follow the thumb all the way up. On the exhale, thread through, hover and hold. Inhale, press into that palm, lift it back open. Exhale, inhale, press into that palm, follow the gaze up the thumb. Exhale, thread and hover. Final time, inhale, lift it all the way up. And this time as you exhale, thread through and let that shoulder come all the way down. Maybe that cheek comes to the mat. The right hand can stay by the face. It can walk to the top of the mat or wrap behind your back for a half bind. Reaching strongly underneath the shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And a big exhale out. On that inhale, find that hand right back by the face if it traveled. On the exhale, pressing into that right hand, left arm goes all the way up and open. Breathe in at the top. Exhale, circle that hand all the way down. Taking it to the opposite side, weight shifts over to that left hand. Inhale, right hand goes up to the sky as you follow the gaze. 3 times we hover and hold. Exhale, hover. Inhale, press open, find that twist of the spine. Exhale, thread and hover. Last one, inhale, lift up, thread open. Exhale, thread through, find that shoulder down to the earth. Taking a deep breath in here. Again, that hand can stay by the face. It can walk to the top of the mat. It can wrap behind the back. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Final breath. If that hand traveled, it comes back to the face on the inhale. Press up on that exhale as you open up one final time. Breathe in. Circle that hand all the way forward and down on the exhale. On that inhale, tuck your back toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go all the way up to the sky. Pedal it out left and right. Moving into some plank waves. So on the inhale, lift the heels, tuck the tailbone under as you roll all the way forward into your plank pose. Exhale as you bend the knees to wave the hips all the way back. 3 of them. Inhale, ripple it forward. Exhale, wave it back. Every vertebrae gets its own moment as you're rippling all the way forward to that plank and then sending it all the way back. On that inhale, you start to lift those toes. Exhale, drop the heels to the right side of the mat. Find that stretch. Inhale, lift all the way up to the toes. Exhale, drop the heels all the way to the left. On that inhale, lift up to the center. Exhale, drop the heels. On your next inhale, start to walk those hands all the way back. Meet at the back of your mat in a forward fold. Hang heavy here. Interlace the fingers and bring them to the base of the skull for some extra weight. Shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Take one final deep breath in. Exhale as you release the hands down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold it all the way down. Walk all the way out. Find yourself in your high plank on a breath in. Knees come down, child's pose on the exhale. Toes can be together, knees separated, or knees together underneath that low back for some extra support. Forehead can come to the mat or maybe the chin. On an inhale, walk your hands all the way back. Sit onto your heels. On your exhale, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up, lift you up to a kneeling mountain. On that exhale, tee out those arms. Take a deep breath in, pull the elbows back. And on your exhale, right hand comes underneath the left, finding an eagle wrap either of the shoulders or the backs of the palms. Take a deep breath in, shift your hips forward, lift up, take a slight back bend. On your exhale, pull your chest into your chin as your elbows come back towards your belly. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, pull it all the way down. Final time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round the spine and fold. Unravel the hands on the inhale as you reach it all the way up tall. On the exhale, left hand comes underneath the right. Find that same eagle wrap in the shoulders or in the backs of the palms. Inhale, elbows go up, gaze goes up, chest forward. Exhale, pull everything in as you round through that spine. Noticing that we're always going for similar sensation between our sides, not necessarily the same shape. So if you have to take a different modification for one side, that's absolutely okay. Deep breath in, lift. Exhale, fold. On that inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And then on that exhale, plant the palms into your tabletop. Inhale, right leg will extend to the back of the room. Exhale, swing the right leg all the way out to the right, toes face forward. Press into the palms. Inhale, breathe in, open up to that T one more time. Exhale, dive towards that extended right leg, gate pose. Open through the chest, breathe in. Breathe out. One final breath in. On that exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes overhead, supported side plank. And then circle that right hand all the way down to the top of the mat. Left hand meets it. Inhale, turn your right toes up to the sky. And exhale, let the hips pull back as you sit any amount into this inner thigh stretch. Final inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, send yourself forward into the palms. Exhale, brings the right knee in. Inhale, sends that left leg all the way back. Exhale, swings it out to the left, toes face forward. Press into the palm, lift yourself to the T, breathe in. Dive towards that extended left leg as that right hand goes over top. Nice big gate stretch here. Open through the chest, open through the heart. Look up towards that extended floating arm. Final breath. Next inhale lifts you up to that T. On the exhale, right hand will drop, left hand goes overhead, supported side plank. Find a nice big stretch to that left side, and then circle that left hand all the way down to the top of the mat. Right hand comes to meet. Inhale, turn the left toes up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the hips back, sit any amount into this inner thigh stretch. Just focusing on that breath. If that mind has started to wander, just pull it back. You're almost done here, so can you let yourself be here right now? Inhale, send yourself forward into the palms. Exhale, press into your tabletop. Walk the hands back and find a seat. as we find our feet flat on the floor, knees to the sky. On that inhale, right ankle will come into that left knee. Slide that left heel in as much as you like. You can either press the palms into the earth to lift the chest, or you can hold onto that leg and pull your chest forward, sitting up nice and tall here until you feel the stretch in that outer thigh. Option to take that right hand and push that knee away as you lift and grow. Breathing in here and breathing out. One final breath in, letting it all go. Unwinding those legs, take the feet to the width of the mat, windshield wiper left and right, drop the knees in. And coming to that similar sensation on that left side, so plant the sole of the right foot, left ankle to the right knee. And again, you can press those hands into the mat, lifting your chest up nice and tall, or grab hold of that leg and pull it in close and press that left knee away with that left hand. Maybe a nice soft flex in that ankle feels nice. Taking one more breath in. And a big exhale out. Unwrapping on your next inhale, windshield wipering the feet left and right one final time. And then extending the legs, walking your hands back towards your elbows. And you're gonna press into the elbows to lift the heart space. Breathe in as you drop the head all the way back for a supported fish here. If this doesn't feel right, you can always take a block on the second height, put it lengthwise, and you'll lay right on top of that block. You could either let the head drop all the way here or take another block underneath that head for a completely supported fish. Letting those hands fall out to the side if they're not pressing into the earth to keep that chest lifted. Just letting the chest open. This is really great, especially if you spend a lot of day with your shoulders rounded, sitting at a desk chair. Just letting the heart space open. Letting the shoulders pull back. Taking one final deep breath in. And a big exhale out the mouth. If you're on those blocks, slowly lift yourself up to remove those blocks out of your way. You can just set them off to the side. And if you're just on those elbows, you can slowly let yourself roll all the way down to your back. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale out. On the inhale, pulling both knees into the chest, and on the exhale, kicking both feet up towards the sky, flexing the feet back so that the toes are over the hips. As you press your tailbone down, palms can slightly face up here, waterfall. Supported waterfall is also fine if you'd like to slide that block underneath your sacrum. We won't be here for long, just giving the blood a chance to come back towards the heart space. And if the mind has begun to wander, taking a deep breath in, pulling it back on the exhale. Final time, inhale, slowly bringing the knees down into the chest. And exhale, extend the legs all the way long, taking your Shavasana. If you have the time, I would recommend just staying down here for another minute, 5 minutes, or even 10. But if you are ready to move on from this, because this is all the time that you had, taking some deeper breaths into the body as you wiggle fingers and toes. When you're ready, bending one leg and then the other, and letting yourself roll to a favorite side. And then press up and return yourself to a seat. Meeting back in your seated posture with eyes either closed or the gaze nice and soft. Hands will draw right to the heart center. Taking a moment to acknowledge yourself and your efforts, to notice the effect that your practice had, and to thank yourself for showing up. We end with 2 breaths together, so exhale first anything you're holding on to that you no longer need. Deep breath in, fills all the way up. Let it go. Final time, deep breath in. Let it go. To seal off this practice, the chin tucks into your chest, a bow of reverence first and foremost to yourself, and then in honor of this beautiful practice that we get to share. Thank you so much for being here with me. Again, my name is Victoria. It's always a pleasure to do this with you. And until we get a chance to practice together again, please know I'm always wishing you well, and I can't wait to practice together again soon. Thank you.